to the entertaining Talkin' Sports.
What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. Going to try to have at least one more up today, if not two. But in this video, I wanted to talk about some of the words that came out of the mouth of Jay Glazer regarding the New York Giants and the number 4 overall selection. Jay Glazer has a mailbag portion on his website, and he was asked a question about the New York Giants and what they'll be looking to do at number 4, whether that's take Isaiah Simmons, take an offensive tackle, or potentially trade down. And he gave some insight to it that kind of builds off some of these rumors, and we're going to get into the quote in a second. And I've said, time and time again, the guys that I usually show quotes from are guys that I find pretty reputable when it comes to the New York Giants. I feel that Ralph Vacchiano is pretty solid when it comes to his opinion and rumors and things of that nature. All I could do is interpret them, and the same could be said for Jay Glazer. Jay Glazer has connections to the New York Giants, and he was far and away the first guy to break the Odell Beckham trade rumors. And he's a fairly credible source when it comes to getting information before the draft. Now, in this quote, he did not say that the Giants are definitely going to be trading down, but he definitely left it up for interpretation that the Giants are at least thinking heavily about moving down in the draft, and he gave a very strong hint as to what he thinks the New York Giants will be doing with the number 4 overall selection. So let's jump into what Jay Glazer had to say about the New York Giants. First, I wanted to give a little credit to Giants Daily on Twitter, always dropping good news there, and he said, Jay Glazer on the Giants draft. I think the number 4 pick is up for sale. I don't know how far down they're going to go possibly. And that was part of the quote. I wanted to show you guys all of it because there was a lot of information to gather from what Glazer had to say when asked about what he thinks the Giants are looking to do at number 4. And this was the full quote. I think the 4th pick will probably be for sale. I don't know how far down they're going to go possibly. Listen, I'm just telling you guys it's way too early. The 1st pick can be sold this early on. Sometimes the 2nd pick, but not number 4. And I completely agree with that. That's what I've said from the start. In regards to the Detroit Lions, we're kind of held for ransom. I don't see any team looking to trade with the Giants until they know what the Redskins and the Lions are going to do. If those two teams do not trade, then the Giants become a prime, trade destination. And even if the Lions trade, there still could possibly be a trade destination for the New York Giants. But yeah, I don't see things being set in motion with the number 4 pick. The Jets back in the day, 2 years ago, were able to trade up to number 3, even though there were 2 teams ahead of them, because there were 4 quarterbacks that they liked. And, they pretty much solidified the fact that they knew they were going to be getting one of the 3. Picking at 6, they didn't want to risk the possibility of not getting one of them. So that's what that was about. But I don't see a team making a move with the Giants before the draft. Teams have to see who's on the clock. I know people want to know right now if they are going to make a trade, but it's too early. Every year, usually, the Monday of the draft, we'll hear almost every team say they are willing to move out and move down because they are trying to stockpile picks. 97% of the time, that doesn't happen. If they stay, I could see them go for a tackle. They need help on that offensive line. At corner, Okudah, I could see him. Simmons, I love Simmons. He is playing a certain type of defense, but they really need a lot of help on that offensive line. Look, you put all of that investment into Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones, then you really need to build it up around them. So, if that doesn't tell you where Jay Glazer thinks the New York Giants are going to go, I don't know what does. He also seems to think from that quote that the New York Giants are definitely open for business. Now, he didn't say definitively in that quote that they're going to trade down, but he says don't rule out the possibility and, that they could be looking to make a move. And I agree with that. I definitely think that Gettleman's at least weighing his options of where he could potentially trade, but I don't think he's going to know his full market until the Giants are on the clock after what the Detroit Lions decide to do at number 3, whether it's stay there and take Okudah, take Simmons, or to trade back. Because then that obviously changes the market for the Giants when it comes to trading down. They then become the most desirable location, especially if a quarterback outside of Burrow has not been drafted. But that's what we need to figure out before draft night, and we will not find that out, at least in my opinion, until the Giants are on the clock. And Glazer seems to be in agreement with me when it comes to the New York Giants' biggest need and where he thinks they will be going in the first round. But you can look at other analysts. You could definitely look at other analysts, and I'm sure there's some out there that are saying that they think the New York Giants are going to go with a linebacker. This is all for fun. This is all, going over rumors and speculating what I think and what Jay Glazer thinks the New York Giants are going to do. And I give you guys people that I think are pretty credible. I think Facciano's very credible based off some of the things he said in the past. And I think Jay Glazer, when it comes to the New York Giants, I don't know outside of the New York Giants, is pretty credible as well. He's worked with the Giants in the past as well. So that's what I just wanted to go over that. Jay Glazer thinks the New York Giants are leaning tackle, and he thinks that they're open for business. As always, guys, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.